Hello, and welcome to Juniper Inn. Today I would like to show you how you can turn this organic waste into beautiful compost for your use around your garden. Let's get into it, shall we? My current setup involves a black plastic bin which when filled I empty into a pile beside it. One huge flaw, however, is that I can't turn the compost over easily in the black bin, so it just sits there. Without aerating the compost, it slows down, doesn't decompose, and becomes stagnant. This leads to bad smells, takes ages to compost, and is difficult to handle and maintain. To remedy this problem, I'm going to build two compost bins side by side, which will allow me the access to turn it over. To begin, it's best to prepare the area where the compost bins will go. This helps when designing your personal bins, as the sizing will be respective to suit your garden area. For the location, the best spot is one which is warm but not too hot, easily accessible, level and well drained, and lastly, close to a water source such as a tap. I will keep my compost I've already got for later. There is no reasons to abandon it, and the organisms that I've got living there will help jumpstart my new system. After clearing the area, take the measurements so you can size your compost bins. Mine will consist of two compost bins, 900 meters high, 900 millimeters wide, and 900 millimeters in length. There is also space to the side of my bins where I can pile up my natural goodness. These are the materials which will be required for a setup similar to mine: wood posts, wood sheeting, wood glue, screws, nails, staples, and chicken wire. Tools required will be an electric drill, powered screwdriver, a saw, wire cutters, a hammer, clamps, squares, tape measure, and marking pencils and pens. Lastly, a comment on the wood. I recommend treated wood which you can buy as is or apply yourself using a sealant. This is due to the composting piles naturally encouraging rot as they break down organic material. Remember, always wear your PPE when using tools, as losing a limb just over a weekend project is never going to be worth it. Since we have our dimensions, we can now size our materials. I'll be needing paling, posts, spaces, and triangles. For the posts, you'll need 12 posts at 900mm in length, 4 spaces which were made by cutting spare posts in half at 600mm long, 12 paling of wide pine 150mm by 17mm and cut to 900mm in length. Then, with the leftover paling, I chopped 12 pieces at 450mm and 14 squares of 150mm by 150mm. Then, chop 2 of those 150mm squares diagonally to make 4 triangles. Now that all the materials have been prepared, we can begin with assembly. We'll start with a guide post which requires 2 posts and a spacer. Positioning them in a U shape, glue and screw them down. It helps to use spare wood cuts to help support it while you assemble the guide post. Grab the chicken wire and using the 900mm paling as a guide, cut the wire so it's just less than the total length, so for this case it will be 850mm. Next, using these guide posts, we can create the end squares by laying out the posts with a guide post and 850mm chicken wire over the top, creating a large square. Using the stay will secure the wire to both posts. Make sure everything is at right angles, apply the wood glue and screw the planks into place. Using the squares, let's now attach the 900mm planks using the glue and screws like so. Lastly, go around and staple the chicken wire onto the top and bottom of the paling planks. We need 4 of these, so we'll quadruple what we've just done, but remember, we need to mirror the guideposts so they both will line up. Now we have all 4 squares, we can begin making the boxes. Place one square on its side and with another chicken wire of 850mm length, staple it down. Grab another square and again on its side secure the same chicken wire to the other side, ensuring the guideposts are alternating. You can now attach the paling with the glue and screw to secure both squares to each other. To add strength, glue and screw a triangle to the joint between the back and front squares. Once that's been done, we can now move the bin into location. A friend really helps with this stage. Given I made 2 bins, the last thing for me to do was screw them together, securing the bins in all 4 corners. Into the first bin, I'll place all the materials that I would like to compost. Having a good mixture of green nitrogen materials such as grass clippings, ground coffee and kitchen scraps to brown nitrogen materials such as twigs, paper and dry leaves help the compost break down quickly without going too fast, it becomes a slimy mess. The planks gradually go into place as you fill it up and help prevent it from overflowing. Every now and then, check to make sure it's moist, and using a pitchfork, turn the pile over to help prevent it from becoming stagnant. Once the first bin is full, transition the compost into the next bin. Once it's all broken down into dark rich soil, it's ready for reuse around your garden. Your plants will love the rich compost and more importantly help you to reuse your household and garden waste in a productive manner, helping you, your family and the planet. If this video has been of any help, please consider commenting, liking or even subscribing. However, in any case, best regards and until next time.